Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review, we are looking at the BigBoysToys T.N.C, the new challenger 00 AKUMA / GOUKI. Now I'm guessing this one is numbered 00 because it's kind of a standalone piece. It has a different type of background, and it's kind of like a premium version compared to the other figures, which is fitting because it is AKUMA, and everybody knows AKUMA is the best Street Fighter character. Actually, he's one of the best characters of all time ever, so, I think that's probably okay. This thing's pretty awesome, guys. Like I said, it's premium compared to the other figures, and they're already pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get this guy off the stand so we can take a closer look. Okay, guys, so the first thing I want to look at is just the figure by itself before we put it on the stand, just so you have an idea of what we're working with. It's about 17 centimeters tall to the very top of his hair, which makes him about, let's say, 6.5 inches. It's pretty close. And it's really nicely done. These guys are known for their stylized look, these kind of chibi-esque sculpts, but they have really solid shading. As you can see, the blue is shaded, the skin is shaded, the ropes and everything, it's all painted very nicely. The hair is done well, the teeth have a little bit of shading in there, and then he's got these nice bright red eyes, which don't stay that way because they light up. We have his kanji on his back, which is also something that's going to light up. It's almost impossible to tell. They did a really, really good job making this a flush insert, and it's very, very nicely done, and it can stand on its own if you need it to. If you want to take them off the stand, you can do that. Does come with this card. We have this character card, which is pretty cool. I don't know if people use these kind of things for anything or just like to collect them or whatever, but you do get it, and it's got some really nice artwork on it, a little bit of a bio on the back, and that's about that. We have, of course, the display stand, which is the kind of the big deal for these guys because they all come with these lights and sounds, and it's pretty awesome. This has like a broken tile rock, or rock tile. I don't know what you call these kind of tiles. Stone, brick, whatever. It's got that kind of print on the base. Not so much pixelated as the other ones, which is, like I said, it's a little bit different. It's not an actual stage background. This is for his super in particular, so I guess the bottom doesn't matter that much. Before we get into anything else, though, I want to point this out. Maybe you guys have already noticed. It says the new challenger, and then it says GOUKI on there. But if you move it, it says AKUMA. It's a really, really well executed, one of those like old school holographic things. That's very cool. I love that they did that. Like, you can't even tell when it is right. And then, I mean, obviously there's a transition spot where you can see both, but very, very nicely done. So this is his super, like I said, which is my favorite move in all of the Street Fighter games, so that's pretty cool. And we get this background, which is also kind of like one of those weird holographic things, which is fitting for the Super because it's supposed to look like lights coming out of the background. So that pegs in. It is a nice card stock. It's like, not card stock, it's plastic stock. I don't know what you call that, but we have that, so that's pretty cool. Now, it's important to note for this thing, it's just like all the other ones. These things peg into electronic, I don't know what those are called, but electronic pegs. So you have to make sure it's seated properly, and you have to really push this one down, or because every little bit lights up differently on this thing. Especially for AKUMA, his back lights up and his eyes light up, and if he's not seated just right, you can have problems, but trust me, it does work. We're going to cross our fingers and hope it works on the very first try. But here's the thing, you press this button and it makes a lot of noise. So if you guys are familiar with this move, there's a lot of noise. There's lots of punching and like chime sounds in the background and stuff. And this thing, it seems to be louder than the rest. It's particularly loud and relatively caustic to your ears. It's very harsh, but it sounds, I mean, it does have all the right sounds, and he says the thing at the end, and it's really cool. So I'm going to play it, and we'll see how it works with all the lights on, and hopefully the audio picks it up as well. It should. Okay, so like I said, there's a lot of noise going on at once, and it's a little loud. I don't know. It actually sounds a little better if you cover it up so that it's a little bit muffled, but it's probably hard for you guys to see that. So what happens is these light up individually, and then they go like in kind of a pattern, and then the back part lights up, and then his back and his eyes light up. So I'm going to turn the lights off and do it again so you guys can see that. At least I'm going to turn off some of the lights. And the only real downside to this one is that when the back part lights up this, you can see the LEDs going along it, which is kind of a bummer, but it's still pretty cool. Let's see how it works now. Okay, so, you know, it's not bad. It's pretty cool. The lights, maybe we can turn off more lights. I want you guys to get an idea. I know you wouldn't be displaying your collection with the lights off, but with my harsh studio lighting, it's kind of hard to see the back lighting up, but it does light up. Okay, so there it is. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the lights back on now. So the back, it could light up a little bit better, his back kanji, but I still think that's pretty awesome, and I like it. I think, you know, these guys are relatively expensive, but I think, you know, that they're pretty good. This kind of complex electronic lighting is not cheap to do, so I'm okay with it. Could it have been handled a little bit better? Maybe this would light up a little bit better? Sure, absolutely. I'm not going to lie about that, but I still think it's good enough, and it's AKUMA, and it's awesome, and it's the first one that's doing his super rather than just some generic move. So I like it. I think you guys will too, so I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff, so make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and in the meantime, keep collecting.